Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you to all three of you and your families for your willingness to serve. It is a sacrifice. We know that, and the American people appreciate it. In this time of war and turmoil, the U.S. has not had a confirmed ambassador on the ground in Ukraine for nearly 3 years. I wish it could have been sooner and we'd be further along, but it is what it is, and I'm glad we were able to quickly bring Ambassador Brink before us for a hearing today. Ambassador Brink, if you're confirmed, this job will not be an easy one. I think that comes as no surprise to you. You'll be responsible for moving the embassy back into our facilities in Kiev, helping to shepherd U.S. military, financial, and humanitarian aid in the right places, and when the war is over, and it will be, assisting Ukraine in rebuilding its country. There will be a lot of scrutiny from Washington on all of this. Assuming you're confirmed, and I assume you will be, I would urge that you take a proactive role in pressing Ukraine to remain true to its reform path and not allow the fog of war that's happened to derail that. I expect you to be a strong advocate for whatever military assistance Ukraine needs in order to win. And we all have an expectation that you will remain in close contact with this committee. We need it. The advice of people on the ground is vital to shaping decisions in Washington, and we need to hear from you as we continue to support Ukraine in its fight against the Russian invasion. Turning to Ambassador Richard and their nomination for Counterterrorism Coordinator, while we shattered the Islamic State's grip on Iraq and Syria, problems remained. Just this morning, the chairman and I were briefed in depth on the thousands of foreign terrorists that are languishing, sometimes in makeshift prisons in Syria. This is a really serious problem. It's an unreported problem, but it's an enormous problem. While a handful of our partners have repatriated their foreign fighters to face justice, others have not. I welcome your thoughts on the resolution of this very significant problem, that ensuring that these fighters don't pose a threat to U.S. interests. Finally, I'm happy to see, regarding Chad, I'm happy to see an ambassador with a range of experiences working in Africa as the nominee for ambassador has. Your record is outstanding, really. You've got a difficult road ahead of you, of course. U.S. relations with Chad are complicated by our security partnership, notably to counter the terrorist threats in the Sahel and Lake Chad Basin, and Chad's notoriously undemocratic domestic politics. This is made more challenging by the coup that occurred following the battlefield death of the authoritarian president, Idris Deby, in April of 2021. The dissolution of Parliament and other institutions and the installation of his son as head of the Transitional Military Council all cause serious issues. It's a critical time for the U.S. relationship with Chad, and it is equally critical we have a confirmed U.S. ambassador on the ground. I look forward to hearing what you have to say in regards to the challenges you face with that. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.